A lyric from Life of a Showgirl sparked a viral tweet this week, and honestly, I can't even be mad. The tweet said, "A whole block full of baby Kelce heads." Someone replied, "The fate of Kylie Kelce," and yeah, they got me. They really did. For context, the lyric goes, "Have a couple kids got the whole block looking like you from Wishlist," which, by the way, is my absolute favorite song on the album. I've said it 1,000 times. Those Kelce genes are strong. And speaking of strong genes, this week was Uncle Trav's birthday. In celebration, the Chiefs and New Heights posted a photo carousel on Instagram. Adorable throwbacks and all. One of the pictures featured my husband and Travis together, and let me tell you, I've officially waved the white flag on the "Ellie doesn't look like Jason" argument. It's so obvious. She's got his eyes, his exact eyes. And when I looked closer, I realized, wait, is that Benny's face too? To be fair, I've never thought Benny looked like me, so I was fine with that. But Ellie? Yeah, she broke me. The Kelce DNA is undefeated. From the moment Wyatt was born, it was like a Jason clone in miniskirt form. We never stood a chance. But hey, at least they make really cute kids. Those baby pics of Jason and Travis, absolutely precious. I can confirm, the Kelce kids are just as cute, maybe even cuter. Half the block already looks like them, especially now that they've started scattering, which they think is hilarious. Anyway, speaking of the girls, yes, we've been listening to Life of a Showgirl. It's full of bops. Ellie and I have been obsessed with Opalite on the way to school. That line, my brother used to call it eating out of the trash. Genius. My personal top 3 are Wishlist, Opalite, and, let's be honest, Wood. Now, do I need to hear that much detail about my brother-in-law? Absolutely not. But also, good job, Trav. That's what we call women supporting women. All right, moving on. Let's dive straight into this week's Doom Scroll of the Week. And yes, pun fully intended. You'll see why.
Do I sense a Kelce family reunion in the works?
Reunion?
We really don't have a big family.
No, it
might be nice to meet some of the Kelce relatives that we don't know.
I see it in our future for sure. It's time for WhatsApp. Download WhatsApp now.
Once we get some kids that all look the same on the block.
There you go.
Freaking family reunion going.
There we go. I'll add it to my wish list.
Taylor Swift makes her first appearance on Kylie Kelce's Not Gonna Lie podcast, and it's pure chaos in the cutest way. Taylor Swift joined her soon-to-be sister-in-law, Kylie Kelce, for a brand new, heartwarming, and hilariously chaotic episode of Not Gonna Lie. It's the first time the two have ever shared a mic, and what was meant to be an intimate chat about life of a showgirl, her engagement to Travis, and wedding plans quickly turned into the most adorable family cakeover ever. Kylie, okay, so I promised to keep this casual. And now I'm wearing like 7 layers of confidence and 0 ability to be quiet. Hi, Auntie Tay. Welcome to Not Gonna Lie. How are you, sister? Taylor, grinning. Hi, Kylie. I'm Taylor. And I'm not gonna lie, I love that opener. I'm so happy to be here. It's nice not to be starting with 50,000 people screaming. This feels very cozy. And just as things were getting started, the podcast was adorably ambushed by Kylie's daughters, Wyatt, Elliot, and little Bennett, who couldn't resist saying hi to Aunt Taylor. Wyatt, yelling proudly into the mic, "Hi, Taylor. We miss you, Mommy. Finley misses you too." Taylor, laughing, "I miss you all more, especially those very loud drum solos, Wyatt." Elliot, waving both hands, "Hi, Taylor. Did you bring snacks?" Kylie, whispering, "We accept snacks by carrier pigeon or courier, whichever's faster." Bennett, bouncing on Kylie's knee, "Auntie Tay, sing the kitty song." Taylor, playful, "Only if you promise not to teach it to Uncle Trav as a touchdown dance." Wyatt, serious as ever, leaned right into the mic and delivered the emotional knockout line of the day. "Tell Mommy to come home soon." Taylor, softly, "I will, baby. Big hugs tonight. Virtual for now and real ones soon." Kylie turned to the camera with mock newscaster flair. Breaking news. Niece takeover of Not Gonna Lie. We have no objections. Taylor, laughing. Officially the best kind of takeover. And just when you thought the chaos was over, a familiar off-mic voice jumped in. Travis, sheepishly. Only if you promise not to tell Taylor I ate 3 cookies. Cue the laughter, cue the internet melting. Taylor Swift and Kylie Kelce's Not Gonna Lie podcast turns into the sweetest family chaos. Plus, Taylor spills on married life and wedding plans. Taylor Swift's first ever guest appearance on Kylie Kelce's Not Gonna Lie podcast started with laughs and ended in full-blown family cuteness. Between toddler cameos, cookie negotiations, and heartfelt sister-in-law banter, fans got a rare glimpse of Taylor's soft domestic side, plus a few golden details about her life with Travis Kelce. Taylor, melting. Okay, girls, tell Aunt Kylie your favorite thing about today. Elliot, twirling in a tutu. Playing dress up. Bennett, bouncing on Kylie's knee. Jumping. Wyatt, hugging the phone screen. Talking to Aunt Taylor. Kylie, mock stern, grinning. All right, tiny jurors, verdict on Aunt Taylor. Guilty of stealing our hearts. Any objections? Wyatt, squinting dramatically. Nope, case closed. Taylor, blowing a kiss. I love you, little troublemakers. Save me a bedtime story. And maybe 1 extra cookie. Wyatt, already planning. We'll save 2. 1 for Auntie, 1 for Finley. Kylie, whispering to Taylor. You just earned honorary PTO, unlimited tickle time, and bedtime story duty. Taylor, laughing. I accept, but only if sing-alongs are mandatory. Bennett, shouting as she waves. Bye, Auntie! Taylor, bye, sweetheart. Dream of sparkly things and silly dances. Wyatt, solemnly. Tell Mommy we made art. Kylie, smiling at the camera. Thanks for popping in, Tay. The nieces are officially your biggest fans. Taylor, tell Uncle Trav to start practicing his bedtime song. He's got big shoes to fill. After the giggles settled, Kylie leaned in with that signature Kelce wit. Kylie, okay, domestic goddess, we should have had you bring a guitar and a casserole, but instead, let's talk gossip and plans. Your TS12 album. You know I pre-ordered the second the link dropped. How does it feel having it out in the world? Taylor, it's always surreal. Releasing an album feels like setting a bunch of tiny paper lanterns on a river and hoping the current is kind. This one feels extra personal, lighter, funnier, full of nostalgia. Kylie, well, I've already made a playlist called Taylor Mornings. True public service. Now tell me, life after the big ring. What's changed? Is everything now sparkly napkins and choreographed grocery runs? Taylor, laughing. If only. It's less fairy tale, more permanent sleepover with the world's most loyal teammate. You know that rare weekend that actually feels like a weekend? That's what it's like, times 1,000. There's this new calm. Even when life's crazy, it feels like we're firmly on the same team. Kylie, Team Kel Swift. That's merch waiting to happen. Taylor, oh, he'd buy out the whole stock. Kylie, speaking of Team Kelce Swift, does Travis still proofread your liner notes, or is he more of a coffee-fetching fiancé? Taylor, smiling. He's more of a, can I try one lyric guy? He'll hear a chorus and say, that's a song I'd yell after a touchdown, which honestly is the highest compliment he can give. And yes, he brings snacks to every recording session like an overzealous catering manager. Kylie, a fiancé who feeds you and hypes your music? Keeper status confirmed. Then came the moment fans were waiting for. Wedding talk! Kylie, excited. Okay, you know I love weddings. I follow brides like a detective. Are we talking small and magical? Big and theatrical? Backyard band with a bounce house? Taylor, playful gasp. Kylie Kelce, do not invite inflatable attractions under my floral arch. Laughs. But seriously, we're leaning towards something intimate and intentionally joyful. Family heavy, music heavy, with an unreasonably long playlist of songs that make my dad cry. That's our family's unofficial sport. Kylie, laughing. A dad cry playlist. Perfect. Jason will contribute 3 songs, all about sausage, and Mahomes can handle the halftime show. Taylor, deal. But only if Wyatt gets to be the flower girl / ring security. Taylor Swift and Kylie Kelce get real about weddings, privacy, and the chaos of napkin colors on Not Gonna Lie. The conversation between Taylor Swift and Kylie Kelce kept the same easy rhythm, part laughter, part deep talk, and all heart. After covering family life, wedding plans, and music, they dove straight into what Taylor calls the human side of happily ever after. Slow handwriting and gluten-free cupcakes for the table? Perfect combination. Now, Marie Kondo style, what part of the wedding planning is sparking joy so far? And what part makes you want to send an email in all caps? The joy, the florals, the songs, and trying to build a playlist that doesn't embarrass anyone over 40. The irritation, the million tiny decisions that somehow feel like they're shaping human history. Napkin color, Kylie. Napkin color can bring people to their knees. It's a sacred hill, and I will defend it with my life. Also important, have you taught Travis your signature slow dance move yet? You know, the one that sells the "we are gracefully floating" illusion. He's working on it. He keeps turning it into a touchdown celebration, which I have to admire for sheer enthusiasm. There are some cameo choreography moments he's hiding, a little shoulder shoonie that he insists is romantic. I think it's adorable. As a mom and a snack connoisseur, I need to know, any new tour snacks you've converted him to, or is he still a giant sandwich man? He's a full-on sourdough man, but lately I've gotten him hooked on these artisanal granola bars. He pretends they're for the training table, but he's actually eating them in his locker at midnight with the lights off like a teenager. The clerk of midnight granola. I love it. Speaking of teamwork, you both manage enormous worlds. You handle arenas, he handles stadiums, and I handle toddler soccer meltdowns. How do you balance that and still keep your privacy? Boundaries are sacred. We have zones: public zone, family zone, and the absolutely unrecordable living room dinosaur dance zone. We've learned to protect what matters and share only what feels right. Humor helps too. When you can laugh at the absurdity of it all, it stops feeling so heavy. Keep curiosity alive. Ask each other small, weird questions every week, like, what's a smell from your childhood that makes you nostalgic? You'd be surprised how much you learn when you actually schedule discovery. And always prioritize ridiculous dates. At least once a month, we do something intentionally silly. It reminds us we're allowed to have fun. Curiosity, scheduled silliness, and a napkin-colored democracy. That's our headline. Taylor, thank you for being so open and for bringing calm and humor to the madness of marriage planning. I'm so happy for you. Thank you, Kylie. I adore you. And for the record, if napkins are debated, I will bring samples. We'll host a napkin summit with food, granola, and a slow dance rehearsal featuring Travis's touchdown shimmy. Meanwhile, on the New Heights podcast, while Taylor and Kylie were crafting napkin diplomacy, Jason and Travis Kelce were busy reviewing the life of a showgirl on their own turf. During the Wednesday, October 8th episode of New Heights, the brothers gave a track-by-track breakdown of Taylor's 12th studio album, and it was nothing short of glowing. Travis, 36, couldn't stop smiling. "She's done it again," he said, adding that it's been incredible to watch fans connect with the songs. "Every track's a banger," he repeated, proud fiancé mode fully engaged. Jason, 37, admitted it was the first time in a while he'd listened to an album straight through. His standout picks? Opalite, which he said reminded him of A Christmas Carol, and Eldest Daughter. But his wife Kylie's favorite, Wishlist got special mention. She listened to that one first. She told me to go back and really hear it. I read the lyrics while listening, and the sentiment behind that song is fantastic. He even quoted one of the album's most viral lines, "Have a couple kids, got the whole block looking like you." Jason laughed, adding that Kylie could relate to the lyric. She's never been a materialistic person. That's what I love about her. Taylor captured that kind of real relationship perfectly.